to meet you, and if you're new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Today I want to do some new types of things that I have been loving in books, and I wanted to share some recommendations slash books I wanted to read. Okay, the first thing, and it will be the biggest pile, will be vampires. Vampires are not new to me, but I thought I would share that some things in books that I love, and vampires are amazing. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, so we're just gonna quickly go through these because I know you know about most of them. So for vampires, the first book we have is Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. This is an amazing series about Bella Swan, who starts dating a vampire who is Edward Cullen. And I'm obsessed with this series. And actually, after Twilight, I read my friend's book, Lindsay, Remaining Aileen. This is a book that, 1, you need to read. 2, if you love Twilight, you really have to read it. And 3, if you're an adult and you kind of wanted like an older version of Twilight, read this. It's amazing. It's about Aileen, who is a mom of 2 kids, and she's married, and she gets in a plane crash, and she ends up turning into a vampire. Oh, it's so good. The ending, I just cannot wait for the sequel. Like, it's so good. But that is Remaining Aileen, so check it out. Then we have Vampire Diaries by L.J. Smith. Vampire book, you know, marked by PC Cass and Kristin Cass is House of Night. This is about Zoe Redbird, who possibly got marked, and she might turn into a vampire or she might not, meaning she'll die, and she has to go to the House of Night, which is where the vampires live. Okay, next thing that I have recently fell in love with, and I didn't think I would, Aliens. Aliens seem like an odd thing to be into now, because I don't believe in real aliens, but the like sexy aliens I like. So this is Lux by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This follows Damon, who is a alien. He is living on Earth, and then this follows Katie, who is like a bookworm slash booktuber, and she meets this alien Damien, and yeah, a lot. Okay, so aliens. So I want to read more. It doesn't have to be aliens, just like supernatural girl meets supernatural boy. Like, that's the books I like, as you can see with my pile. Next we have werewolves. So I don't have too many recommendations. Of course, Twilight, because there's werewolves in it. And then I have Nightshade, which is by Andrea Cremer. This follows Calla, who is an alpha werewolf, and she's going to be marrying another alpha, and they're going to be starting, like, rowing their pack. But she ends up saving a human boy while she's in werewolf form. It's so good, and I want to read all of them. I need to find the next ones. But then we have another werewolf book, which is Shiver, or The Wolves of Quiet Mercy by Maggie Stiefvater. This follows Grace, who is a human, but she can sense like werewolves and stuff. It's a little depressive, so if you're in like a depressive episode, I wouldn't read it. I did that, and I noticed my depression got a little bit deeper, so I don't recommend that if you are feeling that way. I'm still kind of in my depressive episode, so I don't want to read it yet. But I really liked the book. I just kind of got a little bit depressed, but it's good. It's emotional. Okay, next I have Witches, which is witches, wizards, or casters. So for this one, of course, Harry Potter would be first. Then I'm gonna go into Beautiful Creatures by Garcia and Margaret Stohl. If you heard me talk about this many times, it was in my favorites book. It was in my favorites video. It's in my favorite series. I've mentioned it many times. This fossil follows Ethan Waite and Lena. Lena is a caster and Ethan is a human, and it's just an gothic atmospheric book, and it's so amazing. But it just really got me into this like caster world. I read all of them, and I even started the spin-off of the series. But yeah, so if you're looking for like a world they're just being enveloped in. Check that one out. Then we have Spellbound by Rachel Hawkins. This is actually book 3 in the series, which is the first one is Hex Hall. And I read Hex Hall, and it was about pretty much like a wizard school kind of, or witch's school. But I also became obsessed with it, and it's amazing. So it's a good one to check out. And they're pretty short, so they're quick reads, which is nice. Next, since I just have one, we're gonna jump in, well, 2, Assassins. Assassins is something I didn't think I would be into because, I don't know, I like action movies, so I guess I could have, but I tried Grave Mercy because I needed to read it for a historical fiction for a readathon. So I tried Grave Mercy, and it's like a Grave Mercy supernatural. I mean, it's a historical fiction supernatural. But I really enjoyed that book. I was like, ooh, I feel like maybe I'm gonna like Assassins. So I thought since I would, I'd probably like Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, which I haven't read yet, and I really want to. It's just kind of intimidating me. Next, we have another one that's just 1/2 books, and we have Fae. I've read Crow's Rest, which I really enjoyed that had Fae, and I've read The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, which I am obsessed with Fae, so I know I'm gonna love this series. And then I need to read Akutar. That's the other one I need to read in the Fae series. So yeah, I want to read more Fae. My friend actually has some Fae recommendations. Okay, and then we're gonna go into Fallen Angels. I have read Fallen, obsessed with it, by Lauren Kate. So good. I think I liked the first 3 books first more though than like as it continued, which is fine. Luce, who is kind of like a star-crossed lovers thing kind of thing. It's really good though. And she meets a Daniel who is a fallen angel. Then I haven't read these, but we have The Fallen by The Fallen and Leviathan by Thomas E. Sniegoski. Haven't read this, but it's, oh my gosh, it sounds so good. On his 18th birthday, Aaron begins to hear voices inside his head and is convinced he's going insane. But having moved from a foster home to a foster home, Aaron doesn't know whom he can trust. He wants to confide in the cute girl in class, but he fears she'll confirm that he's crazy. Every time I read these backs, they're so good. More Fallen Angels, I love. And then Angelfall, They Have Arrived by Susan E. And this is more Fallen Angels. And the last thing I want to talk about is Ghosts/Psychics. So Ghost, City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab, I loved. The book 1, I think it's book 1 in the Cassidy Blake series. But then I have Evermore, which follows Ever, who meets another Damon, of course, gorgeous, exotic, wealthy. And it's, you know, like psychic-like. Then we have Sight by Juliet Madison. Psychics, the whole family are like psychic types. So I want to read more like psychic stories and stuff, hopefully that aren't too scary. And the last thing I want to talk about is mermaids. I read Tale of Emily Windsnap, and I loved it. It was so cute. It's a middle grade. And then Of Poseidon, which are like sirens, and they're like mermen. But yeah. Yeah, those are all the new types of things that I've been loving in books. It's a lot, but I thought it would give you some easy, quick recommendations, or maybe if I haven't read one of these books, I could, you could read it and I could read it, and we'll see. Okay, really tired now. If you could find, you can find magic wherever you look. Sit back and relax. All you need is a book. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!